Hey, hey, I'm glad we got an active crowd today. Usually they're pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Hey, we are the Spitter Swallow Beer Review.
I'm Shagdog. I almost helped
And I am Jammer.
Yeah. And we're doing Sierra Nevada's Oktoberfest Festbier, or also known as a, what's the other word they use for the Festbiers? Weizenbier. Beer Advocate 89, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, which is out of, Chino, California, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And
Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina.
Yeah, Chico, Chino, same thing.
Yeah, it's Chinese, close enough.
One's Chinese, one's Mexican.
Close enough, right?
Yeah, this collaboration with Kehrwieder in 20 years in the making is 20 years in the making. Back when our brewmasters were classmates in Berlin. Today, Kehrwieder is turning German-style craft beer on its head, just like we did stateside. That's very confident of them to say, huh? And out of mutual passion is fused in this fest beer that's bright like polished copper, rich with biscuity malts, and balanced with a punchy blend of German and American hops.
You rented those lips or those new?
What lips?
The ones you keep tumbling over.
Oh, they're old.
Well, I'm going to enjoy this mutually with my best friend, Shagdog of the Spitter Swallow Beer Review.
That's right. And I was hoping this, I didn't even read it when you showed me the picture that you had it. I thought it was a new color for their Marzen, but it's the Fest beer.
It's it's a unique look. It got my attention when I was in the store. I said, "Oh, look at that!" And then I realized the design. You know, the diamond checker design.
Yeah.
That is, typical of the blue and white that is the Oktoberfest colors. So right off the bat, I saw that. I said, "Oh shit! What Oktoberfest? What is this?"
Yeah.
I got excited. I'm like, "Wow, this is early." And we usually end up missing them because they come out so freaking early. And then we're like, well, where's the Oktoberfest? Oh, they already put them out.
Yeah. You'll hit the middle of November, beginning of November, they got Christmas beers coming out already or whatever.
Yeah.
Or middle of October. I don't know when. But.
Yeah, October. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they are right. It does have a copper golden color there, kind of little reddish hues of copper,
Yeah.
Orange, reddish.
Copper, reddish, orange, amber.
Yeah. And
my head's gone.
My head is retaining. Of course, I poured it pretty hard, and I had a really thick head there for a long time. But it's slowly going away, and it's a little off-white color.
Yeah, my pour, I gave it while I was reading, so that kind of threw me off. Threw everybody off.
Well, it smells pretty good. Biscuity, malty.
Yeah. Does
toasty, actually.
I'm sure they have their special German, and I don't know what kind of hops, but German and American hops apparently. So,
and it smells, you know how you can smell some things and you can tell that it's like either sweet or sour, or this smells like a slight sweetness,
Yeah.
Bready, malty, biscuity sweetness,
Yeah, you hit it right on the nose.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Let me wipe it off then if I got it on my nose. I'm sorry.
Yes. That's pretty good, man. Oh, everybody loved it.
I'm going to give it a sip there, Shagdog. Cheers, my friend. Prost.
At 6% ABV too. I'm not sure if I mentioned
that. They say there's a trend here where these fest beers are becoming more prevalent,
popular.
Now.
And more popular than Marzens.
I can see to a degree why it might, because these are lighter than a Marzen.
Yeah,
but still has like hints of the flavor.
Mm.
You know what I mean? At least this one does.
Yes. Some of them do have more to a lager style, like light, but yeah, some of them do have that the breadiness, biscuity, almost like a Marzen. So it's kind of like a mix between.
Yeah. And this is actually pretty nice. Yeah.
American made Festbier, I guess. Yeah.
I'm pleasantly surprised by the flavor because there's that biscuity, malty, sweet, flavors there, but it also has a nice slight bitter of toastiness. I don't really know how to describe it, which is kind of sad because I'm doing a beer review. I should know how to describe it.
It's also, there's a lightness in there. It's like easy, but it does have like some people might think this is too strong because it does have, you can taste it 6%, I guess, a little bit or something.
Oh yeah.
But it's almost easy drinking too at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. Weird. I mean, I guess there is a slight pine in there when you taste it, but maybe that's where the bitter's coming from, right in the back, Right.
I wish they said what type of hops they use. That'd be great. Oh well.
Yeah, and there's a little like citrusy type flavor there, but it's smooth. It's nice. It's something that you could drink several of and enjoy each moment of it.
Yeah, it's a little bit exactly what I was hopping for.
Hopping for, play on words, huh?
Yeah, like bad jokes, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, not bad. I still like Marzen's better, but yeah, this ain't too bad.
This almost has a slight grassiness too.
Yeah. Some of the Festbiers I had, especially the German ones, do have a little bit more of a golden color and grassiness, to it. Which I only like the Festbiers that have a little bit of malty and biscuity in it, because the other ones are almost like not a Euro lager, but kind of like a Pilsnery, more of a Pilsner Hell's type lagers almost.
Yeah.
A little bit of flat floral hop type stuff.
Well, there you go. Floral hop, and kind of like what you just said, a Hell's lager. It gives me a glimpse into that.
Right, but it does have a little bit of that bready biscuity that you would get with the Marzen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, I tell you, I think I'm trying to get the light down here so you can on the can. No, it ain't helping, huh?
There you go. My lighted sucks.
Yes, our studio quality has gone down.
Yeah. Oh, how do I stop it? I guess I thought you hit it again, it would stop it, but it just starts it over again.
Hey, I like it. What kind of grade would you give this Shagdog?
I'll give it one more sip.
I say it's probably one of the best fest beers I've had, especially American-made fest beers.
Yeah, it's one of the best ones. Yeah. Oh, it froze up a little bit anyway. I froze.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Freeze frame. Woo! Freeze frame. Yeah. Freeze.
Yeah, for what it is, it does have a little bit of, even though it's only 6%, I taste a little bit of alcohol-y in there, where it gives me not a burning sensation, but a little bit of, feel it a little bit, I wouldn't be able to drink too many of these, I don't think. But it's good. I give it a B+ and a Swarter. Yeah. Yeah,
that's exactly what I was thinking too. B+, because this is probably one. I'll go ahead and bump it up to an A-.
A-?
Yeah. Because I really enjoyed it. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. I just, with the alcohol taste that I get on it, and it's nice and smooth, but there's a little, I'm glad it doesn't have that robustness that it has all the way through. It does have a little bit of smoothness to it too. Otherwise, I would have given it a lower score. But it's pretty good. I would just give it a B plus, but I give it a Swarter because it's that good of a B plus.
Drinkable.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to drink a bunch of these, maybe 3, 4. I wouldn't be able to sit there and chug along a whole bunch of these.
I don't know. I think you could probably do 5 or 6.
Oh, excuse me. Maybe. On a good day.
You did do almost, 6, 7 liters?
I can't remember how many it was now, Jammer. It seems like it's getting big now, that number. I could get as far as 4. So you're either 5, 6, or 7. I can't remember if I did 4.5 or I did something and a half. 4.5, 5.5. I can't remember what it was.
Maybe it was
that one day. And usually I couldn't drink that much. I was usually done after 2 or 3, maybe at the most.
We were talking about a time where we were drinking Hackashore's Oktoberfest beer, and we were at what was one of our favorite go-to little hangout bars at the mall. And that was Mr. Dunderbox.
Yep, that was in North Tampa. Yeah. That was many, many years ago.
Yeah, and now they moved and everything, and then the whole atmosphere has changed, and it's not as fun place to be.
I think I went to that new one.
Or a convenient place to be.
Yeah, I think 2 or 3 times I went there with you. That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
So I just couldn't get into it.
Same with me. It's so far away from where everything is.
Yeah, and it was just nice, the old one, because it was a big long bar. Of course, they had smoking back then, and you had smoking on one side, no smoking on the other. And then you had all the tables towards the back, and then they had all the stuff you could shop behind us, behind the bar.
I think I probably would have enjoyed it if the location wasn't so far away. If they were like closer to like where maybe the general area that we were in before, and I would have enjoyed if they had outdoor seating and everything then and all that stuff. But
that would have been so much better even if they put it out Wiregrass. But Wiregrass wasn't open yet, I don't think, when they moved over there. So.
If I were them, I'd be looking into it.
Yeah, they should have moved into Wiregrass once that place opened.
Yeah, at least open up another one.
Yeah, that'd be good too. Yeah, even though that's kind of close to the other one, but still, they'll still get business. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, they might lose business at the old one.
Well, that'd be fine for me. I don't give a shit.
I wish they designed it. Someone came and designed it just the way it was at the mall, because that was great at the mall. Of course, when they quit smoking inside restaurants, they let you cut right through the kitchen in the back and go out back to smoke, so. What
gets me about the whole smoking thing is, and I get it because I fall on both sides. What I don't like is when I'm eating and everything, people to be smoking around me and all that stuff. Yeah. I get that. Because I want to enjoy the meal, I want to enjoy smelling the food and all that stuff, and then afterward, I get the whole idea of people smoking because hey, it's something to top off the meal, that kind of thing. Get the digestion working or whatever, But the restaurants and all these places that used to allow smoking and everything, they just turned around and said to the state, "Hey, we can't." Control it. We don't have the money to invest in an air filtration system and all that stuff. Even though they did have air filters and everything, it didn't help, And so they just threw it on the state. The state turned around and they pushed for that law to go through because, it helped them.
Yeah.
And if in reality, all they have to do is split the restaurant in two, have separate entrances or whatever, right. Smoking, non-smoking.
I just went to a restaurant for lunch today, Carolina Ale House around here in the Carolina area. But you know how people have outside areas? Well, this was inside, but they had big windows. It was basically not connected. It was connected to the restaurant, like another building, an enclosed area with a roof and everything. But I guess they consider that their outside area, so they pop the windows open. They're big windows, and then I guess they could close them during cold weather. I don't know if they had smoking out there or not because I don't smoke. I didn't go out there and look or anything, but there was people sitting in there, and they had a bar in there too. I was like, that's probably where I'd be if I still smoke, or even if it was a nice day out.
Yeah.
If there's a breeze and fans going through there, because it might be hot in there. If it's really hot and no breeze going through.
Mm-hmm.
But they did have big windows. All of them were open, so maybe there was a nice breeze coming through. So,
well, I really enjoyed this one. Easy to drink.
Yeah, I even beat you drinking it.
I think that because I was talking, man.
Yeah, but even when you're talking, sometimes you still beat me. That's how good it was. I downed it.
Well, I think that if you out there in YouTube, Google Land, whatever, internet, that weird, mysterious thing called the internet. I think that you get a chance to try this, you should definitely give it a shot. I think you'll enjoy it if you are even close to liking Oktoberfest type beers, fest beers, and everything. This is an enjoyable, easy to drink, delicious beer. Give it a try and let us know what you think.
That's right. And we'll probably see you in the next one. This is the beginning of our Falltoberfest. So we'll be drinking a lot of pumpkins, Oktoberfest beers. Yeah. We're just starting off a little quick one today. We got 2 beers to drink. Figure we'll get them real quick before Jammer goes to work.
Yeah.
No, we're not
exactly.
Working. Yeah. We drink at work.
Yeah.
We don't drink before.
No. Working gives you a reason to drink.
Right. I could buy a 6-pack at my place of work. And so you could buy beer there ain't no time thing here in South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
Beer 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning if the place is open.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Even on Sundays.
I think that I would enjoy that immensely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I get the idea of why they put those laws into effect and everything, but today is a 24-hour world, and now you're trying to limit me from being able to drink when I get off work or whenever that doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. If you can't have it both ways, if you're going to have a 24-hour, society, then I need to be able to get my prescription drugs. I need to be able to get my baked goods, my beef and everything from the butcher and all that stuff. I need it 24/7, Betty. Yeah, you open up a super Walmart that's 24/7, then I want everything else to be 24/7.
Are there any Walmarts open 24/7 now?
No, I think they've after COVID they kind of just went out of that, you know.
Yeah, and I heard one of the reasons is they really don't make much money being open between 11 and 6 a.m., so they decided, not to go back to 24 hours.
Well, that's something that Winn-Dixie, which is now part of Aldi, that discovered a long time ago when they tried to open up to compete against Walmart. They realized, we can't really compete against them, and they went through that process of opening up for 24. Well, heck, people have to be there anyway, so what's the difference? And what the difference is, it's like Walt Disney World, back in the day when Walt Disney World was actually a fun place to go and had good vibes. People, when they shut down, all the magic would be, the next morning, boom, all the magic cleaned up the place. Everything looked pristine and perfect again. And it was you walked into the park and it was a beautiful place. It was, you know what I'm talking about, right, Shagdog?
Oh, sure.
The magic of everybody doing all their work, cleaning up, stocking, making sure everything was looking perfect. So that the next day when people walked in, it looked beautiful, Yeah.
Well, that's not always the case when you're shorthanded, though.
And that's how the grocery stores used to be. You go in the morning and it would be awesome. You would smell the donuts and stuff cooking. You would smell the baked goods baking. All the bread and everything, and you would hear the floor buffer guy going around buffing the floors. And everybody running around just trimming things up, making it look pretty and everything. And it was as a customer walking in, it was nice.
Huh.
And Walmart, when it was 24/7, you'd walk in there, you'd hear all this noise, and then on top of that, you didn't have managers or supervisors, making sure that the employees weren't cursing up a storm everywhere and yelling and screaming and all that stuff.
Oh shit! They smell like marijuana going there sometimes. There's even some customers have come in at 6 a.m. and smell like marijuana. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. I believe it.
Yeah, and it's just a crazy place. Now it was convenient, nice for people who work, other people who work different other jobs overnight, and their nights off. That's when they're up all night. It's convenient for them to go. Hey, I'm gonna go shopping at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. whatever hell time. It's very convenient.
Yeah, I agree, and I was a little perturbed whenever I was working overnight, and I went to the Walmart before I realized that they had stopped doing the overnight hours, and I was really pissed off. But then I was okay with it because the only reason I was going to Walmart then was because of the fact that they were open.
Yeah.
After that, I said, the hell with them. If I got to go during the day, I'm going to Publix, or I'm going to call up. I'm going to go online and make a Kroger order. Yeah. But
So who did Winn-Dixie get bought out by?
Aldi.
Oh, Aldi, yeah.
Aldi, the Australian company that's kind of been split in two in a degree because of one family member and the other family member and yeah, it's interesting. Winn-Dixie is an interesting story because at one point in time they were huge. Mm-hmm. They were really big. They were the beef people. They had their own cattle ranches and stuff like that. They were raising their own beef and everything.
Kind of like Likes.
And then they had Super Brand Foods, which did the Super Brand ice cream, Super Brand this and all that stuff. And then you had the chips and everything and all. They had a lot of store brand products, and a lot of them were good. I won't say all of them were good. I say most likely Publix has the best store brand.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have no Publix up north, so I would say, as far as I know, Wegmans might be the best up north.
Wegmans is good, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I know of that compares to Publix.
Yeah, and what happened with Winn-Dixie is you talk about they let their standards completely go down. They hired people they should have never hired because they were making quotas and stuff like that.
And they took over bad stores too, like cash and carry. They kept all those cash and carry crappy employees, stuff like that.
I don't remember Winn-Dixie taking over cash and carry. I know Sweet Bay. They changed their name.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah. Oh, and they took over. Who took over Sweet Bay?
I think that was U-Save or one of those. I forget.
Oh, okay. I thought Winn-Dixie took over one of them. I don't know. Anyhow, well, maybe that was cash and carry turned into Sweet Bay. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Yeah. And they kept all the cash and carry.
But the one store, I think the one store in Z Hills was a cash and carry, and instead of becoming a Sweet Bay, it turned into a Winn-Dixie took it over or something. That one down at East 54, I think that one used to be a cash and carry.
No, that was always
that was always a Winn-Dixie.
It was always a Winn-Dixie over there. You're thinking about the one that turned into a U-Save.
Okay, I thought one of them turned into a Winn-Dixie, but
or was it? It's not U-Save. It's what is it called? It's the other one. It's the cheaper one. I forget.
Save a Lot.
Save a Lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's what that became. A Save a Lot.
Okay. What about the Winn-Dixie over there by my old house? Was that something else before? Or?
No, that was a Winn-Dixie.
That was always Winn-Dixie. Okay. Yeah, I must be confused.
The cash and carry was right next to Cheers.
Yeah, and that became a Sweet Bay, and then it became a Save a Lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
All righty then. Now that we went through the history of grocery stores and
Southeast grocers, don't forget Piggly Wiggly, but Piggly Wiggly too. Winn-Dixie, Piggly Wiggly. They're even mentioned in numerous amounts of movies and songs.
I mean, what's that one? Fried green tomatoes or whatever that is. The woman goes to park at the Winn-Dixie parking lot, and the fast young girl cuts her off and takes her space.
Yeah.
And she turns around and rams her car with her car and basically destroys the young girl's car. And she goes, I'm older and have better insurance or something like that.
Oh wow. That's horrible.
Because she was pissed off at her, you know, she was just embracing the spirit of Tawanda, you know.
I could make up a song about Winn-Dixie right off the. I went to Winn-Dixie. That's where I met Trixie. She was such a fine girl. I met her in aisle 7. She took me to heaven, and then we went and smoked a bowl. Yeah.
I have it Piggly Wiggly. Can you make a song for that?
I said, girl, you dance jiggly. She said, I work at Piggly Wiggly.
You would have been better off. I met a girl at Piggly Wiggly. We went out dancing and she was jiggly.
Yeah.
Turning me on like a my favorite song, you know.
Yeah. You got to add some hog stuff in there. Turn me on like a hog in the mud pad or something.
I bent her over and made her squeal.
She said, do you like my sex appeal?
I said, yeah, baby. How do I feel?
Deep inside you, now squeal like a pig. All right, let's get off this mess. All right, we are the Spinners Wild Beer Review. I am Shagdog.
I am Jammer. We'll see you on the next one, guys, gals, and everything in between.
That's right.